Have you ever felt your heart race after a meal, or suddenly felt drained of energy even though you haven't done anything strenuous all day? Don't ignore these seemingly harmless signs. They could be the silent warnings of serious heart problems, potentially leading to a heart attack or stroke. The latest medical research from this year has revealed a surprising truth. Millions of people over 60 are unknowingly eating 4 common vegetables that may pose risks to the heart. The good news is that there are also 4 other vegetables, easy to find and familiar in daily life, that can help reduce inflammation, improve circulation, and naturally protect cardiovascular health. The question is, which vegetables should you limit and which should you include in your daily meals to keep your heart strong? Let's find out right now. There is one vegetable so common that nearly every household has it. It appears frequently in American meals, and you may have even eaten it this week. Yet very few people realize that after the age of 60, this seemingly harmless and healthy food can quietly bring you closer to the risk of heart attack or stroke.
That's white potatoes. White potatoes, a familiar vegetable that seems completely harmless. They're inexpensive, easy to prepare, and as familiar as the air we breathe at every family meal. You may have mashed them with butter, fried them to a golden crisp, or simmered them in a hearty stew. But for those over 60, this humble comfort food can quietly damage the heart. White potatoes have a very high glycemic index, nearly as high as refined sugar. This means that when you eat potatoes, your blood sugar spikes within minutes, and your body has to work harder to produce insulin to process it. As a result, you may fall into a state of chronic inflammation, which leads to excess fat buildup around the belly, while simultaneously damaging your blood vessels. These damages won't show up immediately, but over time, small inflammation will gradually accumulate in the walls of your blood vessels. And this is when, if your blood pressure suddenly spikes, the weakened blood vessels will be the first to suffer. You could experience a heart attack or a stroke out of nowhere, perhaps while you're sleeping or right after a meal that seemed perfectly healthy. A study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition followed over 4,400 people aged 60 and older for 8 years and found that those who ate white potatoes more than 4 times a week had a 33% higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes compared to those who ate them less than once a month. And as you may know, diabetes, vascular inflammation, and high blood pressure form the deadly trio that leads to heart attacks and strokes. Let me share with you the story of Margaret, a 67-year-old retired teacher from Ohio. She used to have roasted potatoes every evening, thinking she was eating a healthy diet. However, she always felt tired, had poor memory, and tests showed she was on the verge of diabetes. After she stopped eating white potatoes and switched to cauliflower and turnips, in just 6 weeks, her blood sugar dropped significantly, her mind became sharper, and the fatigue after meals disappeared. Did you know that if you think roasting potatoes is safer, you're actually wrong? Roasting only concentrates the starches, causing blood sugar to spike even more quickly. And frying potatoes? It's even worse because frying creates acrylamide, a confirmed carcinogen. So, how can you still enjoy your favorite dish without harming your heart? It's simple. Replace white potatoes with safer alternatives like cauliflower, kale, or turnips. When cooked, they're soft and delicious, yet much healthier for your heart. You can steam or roast them with olive oil and herbs to not only enjoy tasty meals but also protect your heart. What do you think? Do you often eat white potatoes? If so, are you willing to make a small change to protect your heart? But that's not all. There are still many other vegetables you should avoid to safeguard your heart. Stick around till the end of the video so you don't miss out on vital information that could help you prevent an unexpected heart attack. 2. One common vegetable at nearly every meal, but one that could be silently harming your heart health more than you think, is corn. You've probably enjoyed it in your meals, whether it's boiled corn on the cob, crispy fried corn, or sweet corn soup. But did you know that the very corn you're eating could be a silent enemy, slowly damaging your heart health? It sounds hard to believe, right? But this is the truth you can't ignore, especially if you've crossed the 60-year mark. Corn today is not the same as the corn from decades ago. Because of genetically modified technology, corn now has 40% more sugar compared to the natural corn from 50 years ago. And here lies the problem. This sugar is what devastates your cardiovascular health. Imagine this. When you eat corn, your blood sugar spikes within minutes, and your heart has to work twice as hard to process it. This excess sugar puts pressure on your blood vessels, raising blood pressure and increasing the risk of heart attacks and strokes. But corn has another secret that most people don't know. It contains zein, a protein that can trigger inflammation in your body, especially as you age. And you know what? Symptoms like joint pain, poor digestion, or skin rashes might be warning signs that your body is reacting negatively to corn. Do you ever feel fatigued, get a headache, or notice your heart racing after eating corn? If so, that's your body sending you a red flag. And if you think corn is just a simple snack, you might be overlooking a serious danger. A staggering 92% of corn in the U.S. today has been genetically modified to withstand powerful pesticides. These chemicals don't just get flushed out of your body. They accumulate, disrupt your hormones, speed up cellular aging, and especially weaken your blood vessels. This puts you at a higher risk for stroke and heart attacks. So, how can you protect yourself? Don't worry, I've got you covered with some solutions. You don't have to completely cut out corn, but try choosing organic corn or swapping it out regularly for other nutritious foods like kale, broccoli, cabbage, or Brussels sprouts. These vegetables are not only packed with essential nutrients, but also help protect your blood vessels, reduce the risk of high blood pressure, and lower your chances of having a stroke. Don't let corn become a time bomb in your diet. Your body is your most valuable asset, and you're the one who can decide whether it stays healthy or not. You probably didn't see this coming, right? But there's one more vegetable that seems harmless, yet could be silently putting your heart at risk. Are you ready to find out which one it is? Let's dive in and uncover this hidden danger together. 3. The third vegetable I want to talk about is none other than the tomato. Yes, you heard me right, a familiar ingredient in salads, pasta, and delicious sauces. But do you know that tomatoes might actually carry hidden dangers for your heart health? It may sound unbelievable, but let me explain. Tomatoes are an excellent food, packed with vitamin C and antioxidants. However, there's something you need to know. When you eat raw tomatoes, their acidic nature can cause significant digestive problems, especially for those of us over 60. A study published in the Journal of Clinical Gastroenterology reveals that acid reflux caused by acidic foods like tomatoes can lead to increased blood pressure, higher risk of inflammation in the body, and raise the likelihood of heart disease. Our hearts are incredibly sensitive to inflammation, and when this inflammation persists, the cardiovascular system can gradually weaken. So, while tomatoes are a healthy addition to many dishes, eating them raw could be silently harming your heart over time. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition shows that consuming too many acidic foods can cause high blood pressure, which in turn increases the risk of stroke and heart disease. And if you continue consuming processed tomato products like ketchup or tomato sauce, you could face even more problems. These processed products are packed with high amounts of sugar and salt, two major culprits that raise blood pressure and contribute to fat buildup in the body, leading to serious cardiovascular issues. You might be thinking, what harm can tomatoes really do? But don't be fooled. It's not the fresh tomatoes themselves, but the processed versions like ketchup and tomato sauce that can be even more dangerous. These products contain excessive amounts of sugar and salt, which cause high blood pressure, increase fat buildup in your body, and make your heart work harder. Did you know that consuming too much sugar and salt can increase your risk of heart disease by up to 40%? So, what can you do to enjoy tomatoes without harming your heart health? Don't worry, I've got a solution for you. Instead of eating tomatoes raw, you can cook them, which helps reduce the acidity and makes them easier to digest. Try roasting tomatoes with olive oil and adding some of your favorite herbs for an extra delicious touch, all while keeping your heart safe. Cooking tomatoes not only reduces acidity, but also enhances the powerful antioxidant lycopene, which helps protect your heart and reduce cancer risks. One important thing to remember: listen to your body. If after eating tomatoes you feel fatigued, chest pain, or have digestive issues, don't ignore it. This could be a warning sign that it's time to reassess your diet. Don't hesitate to get a full health checkup and talk to your doctor about your heart health if you notice anything unusual. And one last thing I want to emphasize: tomatoes truly are a wonderful food if you know how to consume them properly. Choosing the right time, cooking them the right way, and eating in moderation is the key to reaping their full benefits while avoiding any unwanted effects on your health. Have you ever experienced any issues after eating tomatoes? Feel free to share with me in the comments below this video. Now, let's explore a vegetable that's even more common, appearing in nearly every family meal. Could it be something you're using every day without even suspecting? So, can you guess? The final vegetable in this warning list is cilantro. Cilantro, despite being tasty and rich in vitamins, can actually pose unexpected risks to your cardiovascular health, especially when you're over 60. Sounds hard to believe, right? But if you're casually eating cilantro without fully understanding its impact on blood pressure and heart health, you might need to reconsider. Let me share a shocking truth with you. A study from the Journal of Medical Nutrition found that cilantro can trigger inflammatory responses in the body, which increases the risk of serious heart conditions, including high blood pressure and atherosclerosis. These conditions are particularly dangerous for older adults, as the cardiovascular system and blood pressure begin to weaken. What does cilantro do? It stimulates the digestive system and increases the production of stress hormones in the body, which in turn drives up blood pressure. Especially for those over 60, when your circulatory system is already less flexible, any impact on blood pressure can have serious consequences. Imagine this. Constant high blood pressure and inflammation in your blood vessels will gradually weaken your arteries, making them more vulnerable to sudden impacts like a blood pressure spike. And weakened arteries are where heart attacks and strokes are most likely to happen. The habit of eating too much cilantro may actually double your risk of facing these complications. Cilantro contains certain compounds that can stimulate the nervous system, causing your body to produce more stress hormones, which in turn may raise your blood pressure without you even realizing it. As we age, our bodies become more sensitive and our cardiovascular system gradually weakens. These seemingly minor effects, if prolonged, can push the heart into an overloaded state, increasing the risk of unfortunate consequences. So even though it's a familiar ingredient, you should still consume cilantro in moderation and pay closer attention to how your body responds. But don't worry, there's a solution for you. Try reducing the amount of cilantro in your daily meals and replace it with safer herbs like mint, coriander, or basil. Not only will these herbs add flavor to your dishes, but they are also excellent for your heart health. A healthy diet is always the key to maintaining long-term cardiovascular health. Anti-inflammatory foods like garlic, ginger, olive oil, and avocado help reduce inflammation in the body, protect your circulatory system, and lower the risk of heart disease. Take care of your heart health starting today, so you won't have regrets when it's too late. So, how can you protect your heart from hidden dangers? Pause for a moment and listen closely, because the good news is there are still 4 incredibly easy-to-find vegetables you can add to your daily meals that can help prevent heart attacks and improve your heart health. Surprisingly, a very simple, easy-to-find, and inexpensive vegetable could actually be a miracle remedy that protects your heart and brain, especially if you're over 60.
And do you know what it is? It's garlic. I bet you've heard of garlic as an essential ingredient in the kitchen, but did you know it's actually a powerful medicine for your body, especially when it comes to heart health? You might not notice it, but just eating 1 clove of garlic every day could reduce your risk of heart disease by up to 39%. Sounds like a miracle, right? But this is the truth, and it's been proven in a remarkable study published in the Journal of Nutrition. The compounds in garlic, particularly allicin, help naturally thin the blood, lower blood pressure without the side effects of medications.
If you're worried about blood clots damaging your heart, garlic is your perfect companion to prevent that. And trust me, when you start eating garlic, you'll notice a real difference. Your bad cholesterol will drop by 15%, and your good cholesterol will increase by 12%, helping protect your arteries and improve blood circulation. There's a real-life story I can't help but share. A 72-year-old retired nurse who had struggled with high blood pressure despite taking 3 different medications. But once she started eating 2 crushed raw garlic cloves a day, her blood pressure dropped significantly. In just 6 weeks, her blood pressure went from 165/95 to 128/78, and she was able to stop 2 of her medications under her doctor's supervision. What's even more amazing is that her recent heart ultrasound showed her artery flexibility improved to the level of someone 15 years younger. She now feels full of energy and no longer experiences fatigue. Do you want to experience this too? The secret is crush the garlic and let it sit for 10 minutes to optimize the allicin compound. After that, you can add it to your dishes toward the end of the cooking process. If you're not a fan of the raw garlic taste, no worries. Aged garlic supplements offer the same benefits without the strong odor. Start with 1 clove a day and gradually increase it to 2 or 3 cloves. Some people may experience mild indigestion at first, but don't worry, it'll pass soon. However, if you're on blood-thinning medications, be sure to consult your doctor before increasing your garlic intake, as it may enhance the effects of the medication. So, what do you think? Garlic isn't just a seasoning, it's a super medicine that can help protect your heart and brain. What are you waiting for? Try adding garlic to your daily meals and experience the difference. Don't rush, because there are more vegetables I'm about to share, and they're natural miracle drugs that help protect your heart. Are you curious? Keep watching. Your heart will thank you for this decision. The miracle I'm talking about is okra. Not many people know that okra can naturally help regulate blood sugar levels and prevent diabetes without the need for medication. This seemingly simple vegetable is actually a powerful ally for the digestive system and offers numerous benefits for heart health. The reason okra is so miraculous lies in its soluble fiber and antioxidant compounds, which slow down sugar absorption, reduce stress on the pancreas, and help maintain stable blood sugar levels over time. This is incredibly important because when blood sugar is properly controlled, the body avoids complications related to heart disease and diabetes. A study by Shanghai Medical University on 2,900 middle-aged individuals aged 60 and above found that those who regularly consumed okra had a 42% lower risk of developing diabetes compared to those who did not eat it. This proves that okra not only helps lower blood sugar, but also plays a significant role in preventing serious heart-related conditions. Pretty amazing, right? Moreover, did you know that okra can also improve your gut microbiome? The gel-like substance in okra helps lubricate the digestive tract while nourishing the beneficial bacteria. Seniors who eat okra daily experience a significant 340% increase in beneficial bacteria, while harmful bacteria are reduced. This is a key factor in lowering the risk of colon cancer and improving memory and cognitive function. A former patient of mine, Mrs. Sandra Mitchell, a 70-year-old retired bank manager, came to see me with uncontrolled blood sugar levels despite being on metformin. Her blood sugar levels fluctuated wildly between 180 to 250, and she constantly felt fatigued. We added 6 pieces of okra to her daily diet in a special way to maximize its mucilage content. Now, I understand if you're thinking okra might be difficult to eat, but don't worry, a simple preparation method can help you reap all its benefits. Sandra soaked sliced okra overnight in water and drank the gel-like water each morning, then ate the remaining okra. This method helped her absorb all the valuable compounds in okra without losing their effectiveness. Within 5 weeks, her fasting blood sugar stabilized at 95. She reduced her metformin dosage by half under medical supervision and eventually stopped using it altogether. So, are you ready to give it a try? Fatigue and unstable blood sugar levels may no longer be a concern with just a small change in your diet. You've just learned some important information to protect your heart, but don't go anywhere just yet because the next vegetable I'm about to share with you will surprise you with its amazing benefits. 3. Beetroot. Not everyone realizes that behind its humble appearance, beetroot is actually a wonderful gift that brings exceptional benefits to the heart. This is one of the most valuable foods, especially for those over 60 years old. Beetroot contains a high amount of nitrates, which your body converts into nitric oxide, an essential molecule that helps dilate blood vessels and improve blood circulation. And it's not a small improvement. Eating beetroot can help reverse years of artery stiffness, restoring blood flow similar to when you were younger. Did you know that many professional athletes use beetroot juice to boost their performance? The effectiveness of beetroot is truly remarkable. A study conducted by Oxford University tracked more than 3,400 elderly individuals over 6 months. With just 250 milliliters of beetroot juice each day, their blood pressure dropped noticeably. This means the heart had less strain to bear each day, and the underlying risks related to cardiovascular issues were also significantly reduced. Not only that, brain scans showed a 23% increase in blood flow to the frontal lobe, which controls cognitive function. This helps them think sharper, solve problems more effectively, and feel better overall. So, how can you maximize these benefits for your heart health? It's simple. Start your day with a glass of beetroot juice on an empty stomach, especially before exercising. You'll notice a surge of energy, and your heart health will significantly improve within 2–3 hours after drinking. If you're not fond of juice, don't worry. Try combining cooked beetroot with fresh juice to optimize the benefits. One interesting thing to note, if you notice your urine turning red, don't panic. That's a sign your body is absorbing all the nutrients from the beetroot effectively. However, if you have a history of kidney stones, be cautious with beetroot. It contains oxalates, which could cause kidney issues. In that case, pair beetroot with vitamin C-rich foods like lemon juice to reduce the oxalate issue and boost iron absorption. Start slowly with just 1/4 cup of beetroot juice, and you'll feel positive changes in your body each day. You'll be amazed at the improvements in heart health, energy levels, and mental clarity that beetroot brings. Congratulations! Now you have the secrets to a healthy heart in your hands. But don't rush off just yet, because the final game changer will surprise you with its incredible power to protect your health. Let's dive right in and discover it.
4. Top 1 in the cardiovascular insurance world here is the dark leafy greens like spinach, kale, and arugula. Did you know that dark leafy greens are some of the most nutrient-packed foods around, and you could almost call them nature's energy for your body? These greens contain vitamin K for strong bones, folate for brain function, magnesium for heart rhythm regulation, and lutein for eye protection. But what I'm about to share today is a benefit that many don't know about. Dark leafy greens are the only reliable food source of vitamin K2, which helps direct calcium to the bones rather than letting it build up in the arteries. Can you imagine a day when your arteries get clogged because calcium isn't going to the bones, but instead accumulates in the arteries? This is exactly what causes arterial stiffness, one of the major contributors to heart disease and stroke. Does the thought of this worry you? But don't worry, dark leafy greens are the key to stopping this. Not only do they keep your bones strong, but they also help minimize the risk of arteriosclerosis, which in turn lowers the chances of heart disease and stroke, those invisible enemies of your heart. And there's more. A study from Rush University found that people who eat 3 servings of leafy greens every day have brains that are up to 11 years younger than those who don't eat enough greens. Can you believe that a simple change in your diet can help protect both your heart and your brain? This isn't just a theory. Real studies have shown that eating leafy greens reduces inflammation in the body, protects blood vessels, and lowers blood pressure. So, are you ready to protect your heart with an easy yet effective diet change? Just imagine your heart being shielded like a fortress by the powerful nutrients in leafy greens. You only need to start with a few servings of greens each day. Try cooking some kale with olive oil or adding arugula to your salad. I promise you'll feel the difference in just a few days. Do you feel the change? Share your experience with us. Don't wait any longer. You deserve a strong heart and a long, healthy life.
Start today and make those greens your new best friend in your daily diet. You'll be amazed at the positive changes it brings to your cardiovascular health. If you found today's video helpful, click like, share it with your loved ones, and hit subscribe. Then turn on the notification bell to stay updated with the latest insights on heart health, smart nutrition, and proactive disease prevention. We understand that at this stage of life, even small adjustments to daily habits can make a big difference for long-term health. If you're concerned about your current condition or want to better understand the silent signs you may be experiencing, leave a comment below. We will listen and respond as soon as possible. Thank you for taking the time to watch, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video, where you'll continue to discover simple yet powerful ways to maintain your health, take charge of your well-being, and protect your heart every day.